Hello everybody, this is Dedra with Paper Crafts and Planners. It's about 2 days until the end of June and I just finished my planner that's starting July 1. I will link to the flip through of this planner below because I've made some changes to it so you can see what it looked like before I did the changes if you'd care to do that. I put in some fuchsia metal discs. I only have metal discs in fuchsia because this was my favorite color of metal discs. It doesn't totally match this planner, but I'm okay with that. I love these discs. And I needed bigger discs to go on here. I'm not going to show you everything because, as I've said, I've already done a flip through, but I will show you what I have changed. So I have any trips or events that I'm participating in. Hopefully, we're not sure of any of this, right? Written in pink. I have purple are for holidays. This green is for birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations, that kind of thing. The black are appointments outside my house. You can see I don't have many. There's hardly any black showing here. And I think that's it. Yep, that's the color coding. So there's 18 months of these because this is an 18-month planner. Then this is what the sheet looks like that comes at the beginning of each month. I love this because it's kind of open. You do what you want. So for me, because this is starting a new quarter, I decided to put my third quarter goals here. I just wrote a little quote, and then I have birthdays and the holiday that was already written in. These are from a workbook, these sheets. I printed from a workbook that I purchased, and it is getting your creative business in order for 2020. Now, I didn't get this book until June, so obviously it's, there's only 6 months left of this year, but I wanted to go out with a bang. I want to use this workbook effectively, and I'll probably just use it again next year just the way it is and just set new goals. But this is like a planning sheet for your quarter, and this is a planning sheet and a recap of your month. So I love this. This is also a recap. This is going to ask you questions like why did you not meet that goal? What do you need to adjust? That kind of thing. And I love all these questions. What was your best-selling product? What was your focus point? How did you do sticking to your focus point? These are just great. So I will link to that book right off the top of my head. I know it's read Janet LeBlanc, but I don't remember the name of it, so I'll link to it below. I purchased it on Amazon. So here we're getting into July. The sticker book, Homebody or Home Something, it's a Happy Planner one. I'll link to that below also. I've got my list of books to read, which I haven't put in here yet. And then I don't have anything here. I'm not sure what I'll put. Just a quote, and I have penciled in the YouTube videos I'm planning. Penciled in because sometimes I end up finding a product that I didn't know existed and I want to share it, or I made some extra cards from a kit I received and I want to share it. Whatever might happen that I want to fit in somewhere and maybe push something else that I wasn't that excited about off to another time. All I've done is put a birthday in here that I have, the holiday, and that one appointment, and that's all. Then this is what I really love about this monthly layout spread. They have this, and you can see I've put some stickers. It didn't look like that. I've covered up my money goals. I don't really think anybody needs to see those. And then for the habit trackers, I've used YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and I want to just kind of check them off when I do any of these, post to these things. Hopefully stick to the schedule I've set. We'll see. I certainly have time enough on my hands right now, right? I should be able to do it. For Pinterest, I'm just going to put a check mark when I have pinned my own pins, not when I've shared someone else's. So that's why I'm tracking those. So after my business goals, I have my actions for my business. And you can't reach those goals unless you're willing to take some actions, right? So I have those written there. My home project is to finally finish my workspace. It's been a project this whole year, and I've gotten sidetracked, but I had hoped I was going to get help cleaning out the closet because it still contains a lot of things that belong to my son who's in the military, and I had hoped he would go over it with me, but he's been home and it didn't happen. So I'm just going to have to do it myself. Clear it out, put it in totes, whatever I need to do, because there's a lot of stuff in my craft room that I need to get in that closet. I've always used my closets in my craft room. I need them for storage. So I'm going to try to get that done this month, the month of July. I just put a little quote here. I really didn't have anything to put there in that box. And these are some of those layered stickers there's that new layered boxes or something. It's called Sticker Book. This is sort of the different spokes to my business, and so it's kind of a visual reminder of all the things in my business I need to work on. This down here is just a quote, and there's a quote here. This craft fairs and other orders, the craft fair, the one that I was doing went out of business, and they're not going to do it anymore. They didn't have enough help, and anyway, went out of business. So I need to find another avenue for holiday sales. So that is definitely something I need to be working on. This right here, I just put a couple of stickers, and I think I'm just going to come back and write the highlights for the month of July in there. These are the things that went well. These are the things I appreciated about July. And I think that's kind of important right now that we recognize the things that are going well, because so many things are not. Okay, let me take the sheet out for right now. I'll show it to you in a minute. But this is how the monthly layout does. You don't get a weekly spread or daily spread. You have just to-do list, and I really like that. So I put these stickers and for the day of the week and then for the date. And these are layered, so it had these little hexagons, and then I put the numbers on top. So all the way through, you get 31 of those spaces. And then at the bottom, it had this little open grid. And so what I did was put my stats. These are my stats, going to be my stats for June 30th and then July 31st, and kind of see the progress I've made. So on YouTube, I think I'm averaging right now per month. I think this last month for like a 28-day period is what they usually show me, like 22 subs in a 28-day period. So I'll look at the 30 days though and put that down there for everything. And then you have, okay, before I show you those, this is a sheet that I printed offline. I have a Kindle book that is about right-brained people trying to have a sustainable business. Definitely I'm right-brained. I can get distracted so easily and lose focus on my goals, lose focus. This year has been really bad. So this is a weekly checklist. How much money did you make? She calls it moolah, which cracks me up. How much moolah did you make? How much did you spend? What was your profit for the week? You know, kind of were you able to pay yourself? Are you going to be able to pay yourself this month? So what actions did you take to grow your business? I mean, I think this is a great, and I've saved it on my computer, and so I'll print a new one out each week. And it may be really sad to look at, but it's something I probably need to be thinking about and looking at each week. And so the recap of this will be those monthly sheets that I showed you in the front. So anyway, I think this will be a great thing. There are more sheets to this that you get to print out if it has an access code if you have the book. So, and I will link to the book, like I said. Here are my YouTube videos I'm planning, my blog posts. Those little dashes mean it coordinates with the YouTube video. If I get a blog post put up once a week, I'm really doing great. I do not enjoy the blogging as much, but I really need to work on it. And then this is my plans for Instagram and Facebook, which I've been really bad about this entire year. And then these will be my pins that link to not necessarily just my Etsy shop, maybe my YouTube also, and maybe my blog, but these are my pins that I'm going to pin. So, and I want to kind of write out what they were. And then you have my back sections that I put in here. So I just have through September in here. I didn't put, the rest of them are in an old Happy Planner covers, and so that way they all stay together and I don't lose track of anything. I think that's a good idea. Don't set them someplace. If you're like me, scatterbrained as me, you'll be searching for them when you need them, not remember where you put them. So these are old dividers, and I put just a goal section here. And right now I just have my third quarter goals. I may make like a vision board here if I have time to get that done. And I'll put the rest of my goals in here too, but I just have my third quarter goals right now. This is my project section, and I do have sort of a vision board here that I really like. And then I have my projects listed here, and then I cross them off when I finish them. And you can see craft room workspace reorganization is still from the beginning of the year here. But these are what the sheets, I use the Happy Planner project sheets. I really like those. Give you lots of room to write. So that's there. This is my inbox, and look how clean. It's all fresh and clean. There's nothing here yet. So this is a brain dump, and I'm going to try to be better about writing in this, like at the end of the day, you know, what's on my brain, what's bothering me, not just weekly. But this is where I will pull my to-dos. This is where I will pull my stuff if I need to make a new project sheet. So David Allen with Getting Things Done says, you know, if it takes less than 5 minutes, do it right now. If it takes, or maybe he says 2 minutes, and I'm saying 5, do it right now. If it's not, then you need to schedule it out. If it's more than 2 steps to the process, you need a project sheet for it. I'm not as good about that, but he's probably right. I probably need more project sheets than I do. So I've got some paper in there. This next section is waiting. So let's say you've got something on that brain dump that you cannot do until you have your husband at home for a few days with some time off, or you need another person, whatever it is. This is where that would live, that list. Also, what will go here is if I've come up with something on my brain dump that is a project that I want to do down the line, but it's not something for right now, for whatever reason, it's like a dream project or something, this is where that will go until I can make it a project that I can work on. Okay, this last section is a business section, and what I have in here are the rest of those worksheets from that Right-Brained workbook, and I just loved it. Oh my gosh, I'm not even done with these worksheets. I'm not done with the book, but I'm really enjoying it. And then I have a section for product ideas, which to jot down my ideas for any projects, for any products that I might want to put in my Etsy shop or maybe offer to other people. And then I'm going to have an Etsy inventory list here, which I really do need. And then in the back, I've got a section for any notes, things that I want to jot down. Maybe books I'm reading, things that I want to remember. If they don't go in my brain dump, they'll go back there as notes. So this is how I have it set up. I'm really looking forward to using it. I'm really excited about it. And it's good this year to be excited about starting something new, I think. I hope you have something that you're working towards. Even if you're not running a business or you're not working right now, turn your planner into a memory planner. Journal about what's going on. Keep track of your moods while it's happening. Any highlights, funny things your kids or grandkids said. Maybe print out a couple of pictures and add it in there. I mean, anything you need to do to sort of have fun and make the rest of this year meaningful for you. Absolutely. I hope everybody will get to do that. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Happy planning.